Hey, what's up, everybody? Your boy JC. Everyday Thoughts is in the building. Everybody gather around. Hope everybody's having a good, blessed day. And tonight's topic is do men want independent women? So, have a special guest for me tonight, Miss Kimberly Moore. So, everybody gather around. Hope everybody's having a good, blessed day. I just waiting on my co-host to join me. What's going on, Megan? What's going on, Rochelle? How's everybody doing tonight?
Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey,
What's going on
good.
with you?
Okay, videos right now. Say I'm going good. I'm doing well. I don't have any complaints.
All right, that's what's up. What's going on, everybody? Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is Kimberly. So, everybody, introduce yourself to everybody.
Hello, everybody. I am Kimberly Mora, life coach, author, speaker, and just pretty much a person who speaks out, a person who speaks her mind, a person who speak up for women, for truth, and all of that. So, follow me.
All right, I'm blessed for you to come join me tonight. So tonight's topic is: do men fear the independent women? You had made a post earlier today, and
Hmm.
I commented. I was saying, yeah, they do. Um, you know, and a lot of times they'll be the ones that they turn away from. Especially they're not putting out. So, what was your reasoning behind that post, and what's your thoughts about why some men are afraid of the independent woman?
Well, I just think it's a bit contradictory when it comes to dating today and stuff, and men say that they want an independent woman, but when you get an independent woman, or if they meet an independent woman, it's like, well, you handle everything, you do everything, like you don't need me. So, it's like you get a sort of kind of a negative vibe, or you think you all that, you think miss independent. And it's like, what do you want? You men talk about women being needy all the time. You're asking for this and asking for that. Okay, well, if I don't ask you for anything, then I get a negative vibe. But if I ask you for something, then I'm needy. So what do you want? Do you want a woman to need you? I don't know. It's like, that's my question. Do men really want independent women? I mean, because the dynamic has changed so much between dating, between men, between women. Most women have to work now. So you have men who they want it all. They want us to work. They want us to cook. They want us to clean. They want us to do the yard work. They want us to do everything. But if we're doing it all by ourselves and we act as though, hey, we don't ask them for anything, because I'm not the type of woman that pretty much asks a man for anything. I pretty much hold it down myself. But then I don't need them, or I have too much attitude, or it's something, but it's always negative though. Most cases it's negative, as if we get a bad rep because we don't need men.
I mean, that's just insecurities of men. A man should want a woman that's out there working, got a career, got her finances in order. That's what a real man I feel like look for. An insecure man, he doesn't want you to do anything, wants to shelter you. He feels like he want to control you, he want to manipulate you, he wants you in a box. And I always say this, like we are contradictories because we'll say we don't want the independent one, but at the same time though, not a lot of men are making that much money to sit there, take care of the home, take care of the family, take care
Right.
of everything you needed. So it's like it's a contradiction. It's a double edged sword. You either want the woman that has that's going to compete with you, even a lot of time making more money than you, or you want to be with a woman that's not making much. But at the end of the day, you're gonna be complaining about, oh, well, the only thing you're bringing to the table is your vagina or your coochie. But so it's like, what are you really wanting? At the same time, I just feel like we're kind of contradicting what we say we want, what we mostly respond to.
Right. I don't understand. It's like, what are we supposed to do? We are either you have a lot of men who has left the homes and not helping some women take care of the kids that they helped created. So then the woman has to go out and she has to work double hard in order, especially if she have multiple kids, to work double hard to try to provide a decent lifestyle so that her kids can have and not go without. And she's used to doing it all. And if you take a woman like me, I've been working since I've been about 17 years old. So how I don't know any other way but to be independent. And it's not to say that I don't need a man, I don't want a man or anything like that, but I do what I need to do for me and my son to have. And if a man comes along to help add to that, then I'm okay with that. But if he doesn't, he has to understand that I still have to go on and do what I have to do at the end of the day. And so I'm quite sure a whole lot of other women feel the same way. So what do we do? Do we wait on a man to come and take care of us, or we do what we have to do for ourselves? So it's like you want us to be those women who will cater to you, who will do all of these things for you, who will cook for you on a daily basis and stuff like this. But what else do we supposed to do when it comes to building our own careers and building the things that we desire for ourselves? Do we as women not do we just not be able to have these lives for ourselves because we've been pushed to be more independent nowadays, I feel. So I just think it's hard for men to switch it. Like, we're no longer our mothers, our grandmothers. That's not us. And understanding that, we know that you, as men, you guys are not our grandfathers or our fathers. So how do we get that bridge of people to understand that we're not the same? We are different. So how do we accept that and have better relationships?
Yeah, I mean, my whole thing is you might not be like, your mothers, your grandmothers. We may not be like our uncle or dad or forefathers, but at least they actually provided for their families. They might have cheated each and every
Right.
now and then, but they at least provided for the household. It's like a lot of men have just been emasculated. They've been feminized to the point where it's just we're not, we can't really appreciate a woman. 'Cause a lot of this is self-hatred, because you should want a woman that's working, got her own thing, got her own
Right.
business. You should want that. I mean, 'cause that can add to what you're trying to do. And a lot of times as men, we're just kind of just doing the bare minimum. We kind of expect the world out of a woman, and it don't work that way.
Right, because you have men nowadays who want to cheat and want to do all that stuff, but they still don't want to provide for the home. Like, what? That's crazy to me. Like, you cannot. I don't agree with the old days either as far as cheating, because I don't do
Yeah, yeah,
cheating.
I don't agree with cheating
You
either, but I
know,
always point it
but
out there.
I understand that, hey, that was, some of them did it, but they still took care of their home. But today you have some who want to cheat and still don't want to take care of your home. Like, where is the male masculine energy? Where is it? I don't understand. It seems like that is falling away. And women, independent women, we are pointed out as being, we made it seem as though we want to be men. We want to be the men, but no, we just want to have a healthy lifestyle. We want nice things. And if we have to go out there and get it for ourselves, why not? Who's
Yeah,
going to do it for us?
nothing. I mean, you see a lot of women that go out there traveling, they're taking vacation, taking cruises, taking care of their body, their fitness, their health. You do see that a lot of, especially black women that take care of themselves. A lot of brothers, we struggling with our diet, our weight, and it's a complete reversal. It's like you want a woman, like I said, to have her own stuff, but you want to feel needed. But at the same time, though, she asks you for a little stuff, you feel like she's doing the most. It don't make any sense to me.
All right. We
You
have to
want to
do.
just feel needed, to somewhat feel like your masculine core, like your ego, it's gonna be pushed. She asks you for something little, you're gonna call her a gold digger. Like, I mean,
Right.
that doesn't make any sense. But I do feel
Right.
like, no, go on.
Oh, I think men sometimes I think they want to be pat on the back for doing things that they are supposed to be
What's
doing.
it do?
Like
Yeah.
you taking care of your kids. Oh,
Oh
you
wow.
want to
Oh,
thank
snap.
you.
You out of here. Uh oh. You out of here. Uh oh. What?
But that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to take care of your kids. I
Exactly.
mean,
I gotta sit up here and take all these pictures of me and my kids. Yeah. Dad of the year. Like, come on, I ain't supposed to do that.
right. I mean, you don't get brownie points for doing what you're supposed to do. Now, when you go above and beyond doing what you're supposed to do, then hey, you'll get that extra pat on the back. But hey, that's what you're supposed to do. You're a parent. So, it's no in between that.
Yeah, but I just feel like there's a lot of just self hatred and a lot of anger issues, or they just want a lot of control issues over the woman. Don't want her to speak. They just want to be barefoot and pregnant,
Right.
walk around the house. But at the same time, though, you ain't trying to go out there and work or vibe for that situation. Women they want to be in a feminine energy, but how can they? They always working like a man, slaving like a man, having to do work orders like a man. It's like when does she get the time to unwind, be in the passenger seat, and be like, hey, babe, I got this. You just relax here. I'm gonna take care of this. So it's like she
Right.
never really can be her, muster her feminine energy. She's always being in the masculine dominant role.
Right. And I think that a big thing, the big problem where people have is they try to pattern their relationship and pattern their marriage after other people. No, but you have to do what works for you because what works for someone else's relationship may not work for you. You are two different people. So you have to find your own niche, find your own thing, find a thing that helps you and your mate soar, or who and you and your partner soar, so you guys can work together, because we have these so-called roles in our heads where we say, hey, the women do this, the men do this, or whatever. But what goes together with you guys? So what makes you flow, what makes your flow happen? That's what I think a lot of people need to focus on.
Yeah, let me read one of these comments. Remy said, "Yes, they do. When it benefits them, it turns your masculine energy on in a certain situation, but switch to your feminine self when it's time to get to the bedroom, etc." So it's like, like I said, you want masculine energy, you want out there working 8, 10 hours, you still want to come home, cook, clean, give you sex,
Right.
give you your space, but it's like, it's just too much on her shoulders to handle. Pick up the kids, help them out with homework, do laundry. It's like, when does she get a break? Once again, once she get to be in that passenger seat where she can just unwind and be like, hey, once again, I got this. It don't make any sense that she always got to play both roles and play both gender roles. You
Right.
just thinking it's okay. You going out there, you working your 9 to 5, and you laying on the couch watching Sports Center or basketball or something.
Right.
Like, it doesn't
Exactly.
make too
Like,
much
can I
sense.
can I get a dinner? Can I get a massage? Can I get my bath water ran? Like, can I
Yeah,
get some of that?
you do.
I,
They laughing, but see, that's why they can't get any kind of women because you know, they not
right.
opening themselves up. And I'm telling them what they need to do. They don't want to listen to JC. They think they know everything. The egos, why they messing up. But
Right. And
you
nobody
know,
wants to be the one who's doing more. A lot of men want to say, hey, and I hear them a lot, a woman should cater to her man, a woman should do that. But what is the man
no,
doing for his woman?
no. It's about what she doing for her and vice versa.
Right.
What you
But
do
can we
for
do
her,
for each other?
yeah. What y'all do for
You
each
know?
other. You gotta look in the mirror as a man. Like, what am I not doing for her? I can't sit here, tell myself the head. I'm not really, showing any kind of quality that I love in her. I'm treating her right, giving her quality time, giving her affection. Like, how can I sit there and complain that she's not putting it out? I'm not giving her what she needs, what she asked for. 'Cause every woman is different. Everybody, love language is different. What they need to be touched, how they need to be catered to is different. That's why it's important to know and understand your woman, and vice versa. She will reciprocate that towards the man.
Right. I
All
agree.
right. What's going on, Alicia? What's going on, Tammy? All right, Miss Covington said, but sometimes women can be single for so long that some do become frustrated because the perfect guy doesn't come along. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, you do get frustrated, but I don't believe in saying per se a perfect guy. Maybe a perfect guy for the person, but I don't think that there is a perfect person. So sometimes we have to, look at, do we get 9 out of 10 things? Do we get 8 out of 10 things that we want in a guy? And sometimes women are by themselves so long that they don't know how to operate with a man because they've been doing it so
Yeah.
long by
Yeah, so long.
themselves. So how do we switch it? It's hard to switch it when we've been operating by ourselves so
Yeah.
long.
Yeah, and it's very sad sometimes when you try to introduce yourself and try to open the door. It's like, I got this, or you going out on a date, I got the bill. I'm like, when does this happen? You're supposed to allow the man supposed to pay, open your door, your car door, put a jacket over for you to walk over. Like, when did all this gender role
Right.
reverse start? There's still things. I understand you're independent, but you still need to be taken care of. You
Right.
still need to be led. You still need
Chivalry,
to be, yeah, you still
you
need to be
know?
led. You still want your feet rubbed. You still want bath ran, etc. So it's like, there's something that you can do, but I feel like you in the presence of a man need to be able to alleviate the stress, not add on to it.
Right. And men miss it sometimes because if you have a good woman and you are treating that woman the way you supposed to, she will go above and beyond to give you all the things that you need as a man to be needed, wanted, whatever you need, even if she does work a 9 to 5, even if she does take care of the kids and she's cooking and stuff. If he's on his job, all the women that I know that are good women, they have no issues with doing whatever they have to do for their men.
Yeah,
Absolutely for their men. I see Mario said something about 50-50.
it's never
I
50
don't
50.
believe in 50-50.
It's never
I'm
50
sorry.
50, bro.
I don't believe in 50-50. I believe in everybody putting in 100% where they can. I don't believe in 50-50. There are no 50-50s because someone will always give more. There will always, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, someone will always give more in areas. So I don't believe in 50-50. There's no way it can be 50-50.
Yeah, I agree. I made a video about that too, so y'all want to check it out. Y'all can look on my YouTube channel. Alicia said, "There's not the old days. Women got to be independent because men act one way and change up on you. It's that men know what to do and still don't do it." Yeah,
Yeah,
it's sad.
right,
Like
right.
like I said, most women don't have a choice but to be strong and independent. They don't have a covering to kind of protect her, provider. So it's like everything's on your shoulders, and then
Right.
a lot of dudes you can't even just do something just out of genuine of your heart without expecting return, whether it's sex or money, etc. So it's like you
Right.
know,
Without having the expectations.
yeah,
A lot of men don't even want to take you on a date without having expectations at the end of that date. That is horrible to me. I
yeah.
mean, we make the little things, and I see one guy, Justin, says chivalry is dead because women call it being thirsty.
No, it's
I
not.
don't I don't
See, why you being
we
bitter
get
now? Why
caught
you
up in
always
these
gotta be bitter?
terminology,
See, he
you
gotta be.
know.
No, don't mind him. He's very bitter towards women. He hates women. I don't, he might be on the down low. I don't know. He might be on the down low. To be honest with you. So
Oh,
every time he come
okay.
home with this rhetoric like women ain't nothing, I'm like, just date a man.
Mhm.
Like, come on now.
Right. That's it. Like, because if and I know speaking for myself and I know speaking for other women, if men step up and did what they supposed to do,
Yeah,
man, we wouldn't even have an issue with falling in place. Now you will always have some that will, it's a little bit harder, but most of the women I know, they'll fall right on in place and be like, okay, I'll give it to you. But a lot of women, especially the independent women who's been independent so long, men want to feel like they can come and go as they please. And we need to know that we can depend on you to be there. We need to be able to trust you to handle it before we step back. That's the biggest thing. We have to know without a doubt that, hey, you got my back. I trust you. I believe that I can step back and let you step forward because you are doing what you say you're going to do. And that's another thing, words. Words don't mean anything. If there are no actions behind your words, then you have nothing. A lot of men want to talk being a man, but what are you showing me? Are you showing me that?
exactly.
No.
The old saying, it costs to be the boss.
Right. Exactly.
You have to be the boss, yo. You can't want to be the boss. Want to have responsibility. Want the title, but you don't want any kind of responsibility to come with it.
Right.
That's any kind of job. You CEO, your supervisor, manager. You can be having a good, nice desk, but it do come with responsibility. Does come with, um, dedication, and you got to be able to sacrifice. You're not able to sacrifice and only look at stuff from your point of view, then you're not gonna be successful anywhere in life.
Yeah, and I agree with the comment that Marlon made. Chivalry is not dead, but everyone doesn't deserve it. And I agree with that. Everyone doesn't deserve it. And we have to be mindful of who we decide to give it away to. You know, that's important. But a lot of times we look at chivalry as something that's so blown out of proportion, but chivalry is really not that deep. It's being a gentleman, being nice. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to go. It doesn't have to go as far as, oh, I'm pulling all her chairs out. I'm doing all of this. It doesn't even have to go that deep. You can if you want to, but it doesn't have to be that deep.
No, I mean for me, I don't feel like it's dead, but I do feel like it is on the decline because I don't see a lot of brothers know their roles and position. They feel like the woman's supposed to pay for the date and arrange the date and no have no kind of assertiveness, no kind of leadership quality. So it's like, you know, you want the man to be
Hmm.
the man, but when you're put in that position, you blink under pressure. So I don't really understand
Right,
where a lot of guys are coming from. You know,
right.
that's just me.
Because and I'm the type that, if a man doesn't have to be told what to do because he already know. I saw somebody said in the comment, a real man already knows his role. And you have some men that you have to almost, it's like a man child. You have to almost ask, can you do this? Do we need to do this? But why does that have to be done? Like that shouldn't have to be done, because you know your place, get in position, because the reason why so many women have to step up because men are not in position. But they get offended and say, we want to be men, but where are you, man? Get in position.
Yeah, I mean, she's not trying to be the man. She wants to be the woman, but she has to put on both costumes if you're not stepping up doing your part. All right, Miss
Right.
Covenant
And
said, I don't. No, go on.
huh?
No, I was saying go on. You had something to say.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we're just trying to keep it from falling all apart, even if we have to do it on our own.
Yeah, I mean, it said that a lot of women have to do it by themselves. They don't have that kind of the man, especially the one that laid down with her and got her
Mm-hmm.
pregnant to be there for her or be there for the child at least. So it's really sad and depressing, to be honest with you. But and then get mad at the guy for being a stepfather, like a Russell Wilson type situation. So I don't get that either. But to each his own. All
Right.
right.
And I
This
see.
Covenant said, I don't feel like it's hard. Once a man shows you what a man's supposed to do, the woman has to be humble enough to let him love her. You have to put your guards down for a second and receive. Women give so much but hurt easily. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it is. It is most definitely is. And I see a lot of good comments on here. And one said, Adrian said, we need security in those areas and communication, and men needs honor and respect. And at the same time, if you can't offer security, you're not going to get any respect, and there is no honor, either. So I don't understand where men feel as though they have to give this is my um synopsis of what a lot of men may think today. And of course, it's not always. They want to give the least amount of effort and get the most out of that least amount of effort that they are trying to give. That's what, like, they still want all of the best that a woman can give, but they're only willing to come halfway. Like, stop it.
Yeah, but it's like it's funny because you'll sit up there, you make it rain a strip club, and twerk a booty, but When you coming out to investing, going to on a date, nice restaurant, investing in your potential life partner, you have an issue with that. So
Right.
you don't
You
mind,
want to Netflix and chill.
yeah, but you
You
don't have an issue going down to the club and blowing $200, $300. So it all comes down to the man's priorities and what he's all about.
right. Yes. Priorities. That's a big one. Um, and Mario said men and women are not being taught. That's a
No,
fault.
you can't blame
Yeah,
the
I
parent.
mean, right. It to a certain extent,
You can't
it's
blame the parent what you
right. You're an
over a certain
adult
age.
though. Right.
You're an adult,
Right.
man.
I think
Oh
right. We need to
no.
stop. He said we need to stop blaming the man for all the failures
Be
and
the
start
leader.
looking at individuals, how they was raised. All women don't
Nah,
cook.
forget your upbringing. Nah, forget all that.
You can't. At some point, it shouldn't be about what you didn't get as a child, what your parents didn't do. It's all about the adult that you desire to be.
Yeah, because everybody
That's it.
life story is different. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's upbringing is different.
Right.
Everybody went to
And
different
then
schools.
guess what? If you find a woman who can't